Stagnation is easy, but stagnation is also a trap. The moment you stop growing, you start shrinking. Welcome back, grounded warrior. It's been a while, but we're back, stronger than ever. This is day 6. Continuous growth, the pillar that turns potential into progress and dreams into reality. Think about this. Every living thing in nature is either growing or decaying. Trees, muscles, even our brains. The same law applies to us. If we're not intentionally growing, we're unintentionally shrinking. And here's the danger. Most people stop growing once they leave school. But real success, real fulfillment, and real resilience come only from being a lifelong learner. And science backs it up. Remember this. You can evolve. You can reinvent. You can become the architect of your own life. Starting today. Let's dive in. Research on neuroplasticity shows your brain is not fixed. It can rewire itself with practice. One famous study from the University of London found that London taxi drivers who memorized thousands of streets literally grew larger memory centers in their brains. This means what you focus on reshapes your brain. Here's a tip for you. Start where you are. Don't wait for perfect conditions or the right time. Every effort counts. You don't need to leap to the top today. You just need to build, step by step, from where you stand right now. Psychologist Carol Dweck discovered that people with a growth mindset, believing skills can be developed, achieve more, and stay motivated longer than those with a fixed mindset. Instead of "I'm bad at this," say "I'm not good at this yet." That single word opens the door to possibility. Take Michael Jordan as an example. He was cut from his high school basketball team. He used it as fuel, not failure. Train yourself to see every challenge as a lesson, not a label. Growth isn't about giant leaps. It's about steady steps. As James Clear reminds us in Atomic Habits, improving just 1% each day compounds into massive transformation over time. Neuroscience backs this up. Studies on neuroplasticity show that the brain rewires itself in response to small, consistent challenges. Think compound interest, but applied to your mind. Try this. Pick one micro habit today. Read 5 minutes, take the stairs, go on a new adventure, or write a gratitude note. Tiny actions create exponential impact. So, stress isn't always the enemy. In fact, research from Stanford University shows that when we reframe stress as a challenge, it actually boosts our performance and resilience. A 2020 Harvard study found that voluntarily stepping into discomfort, whether through exercise, cold showers, or even tough conversations, expands our capacity to handle stress. The takeaway? Growth doesn't come from comfort zones. It comes from stretch zones. Here's a mantra to remember. Never complain, only learn. Problems guide you. Complaints chain you. But understanding frees you. Jim Rohn once said, "You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." And today, science agrees. Research on social contagion shows that our habits, beliefs, even our levels of happiness and health are shaped by the people closest to us. But growth isn't only about career or skills. True distinction really lies in expanding across all areas of life: your health, your relationships, your emotional intelligence, and your creativity. Because, well, balance fuels innovation. A well-balanced mind avoids repeating the same cycles and instead creates new solutions. Here's a practical step. Audit your circle. Are you surrounded by people who normalize growth? If not, it's probably time to step into rooms where progress isn't the exception, it's the standard. Growth isn't about perfection. It's about progress and adaptation. You know, Stanford research shows that when people track their growth, whether it's through journaling, apps, or even accountability partners, they're far more likely to stick with change. Why is that? Well, because noticing and celebrating small wins actually builds momentum. At the same time, Harvard Business Review studies on entrepreneurs reveal a powerful truth. The most successful ones treat mistakes as data, not disasters. They fail forward, adapt quickly, and honestly, come back stronger. Here's some practical wisdom. Every setback contains information. So, instead of asking, why me? Try asking, what's this teaching me? Track your wins, learn from your stumbles, and let both fuel your momentum. True growth isn't a straight line. It's layered, like climbing a spiral staircase. You'll revisit old challenges, but each time from a higher level. What once felt like a setback may actually be the launch pad for your next breakthrough. Growth isn't just about doing more, it's about becoming more. Every action you take, every choice you make, shapes your identity. So shift your inner narrative. I am a learner. I am an explorer. I am the architect of my life. Prepare, commit, act. And when obstacles appear, which let's be honest, they will, trust yourself. You've overcome challenges before, and you'll do it again, each time stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Growth isn't about someday. It's about today. It's the podcasts you listen to, the people you hang out with, the risks you take, and the lessons you embrace. When you choose growth, you don't just build skills, you build yourself. So ask yourself, what's one small step I can take today that my future self will thank me for? In the next episode, we tackle the final pillar, financial freedom. This is where your choices, habits, and resources come together to build a foundation strong enough to support the life you've been dreaming of. One pillar at a time, one step closer to freedom. Until next time, keep striving and stay inspired.